first to knock this Friday out. Let's get this thing started. Woo.
I'll go ahead and knock one out.
Thank you, Tommy. I appreciate it, buddy.
Let's see. Kevin or James, somebody different want to be my seller. It's going to be a FISBO. Maybe not.
Or Terrion could do it too.
Yeah, Terrion, you want to be my seller?
I can do the next one, but I'm in line right now, and I don't want to like start talking.
It's all good. It's all good. Ashley,
like, yeah, you got a buyer. Yeah, can I get a number? And it just,
yeah, exactly. How about Ashley?
Yeah, I'll do it.
Okay.
Thanks, Ashley.
All right. Let's see here. All right, ring ring.
Hello.
Hey, good morning. I'm calling about the property for sale. Is this Ashley?
Yes, this is she.
Hey, Ashley, my name is Tommy Harwood. I'm with Call Group Residential. How are you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good. How about yourself?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm glad it's Friday. The reason for my call, notice that you're selling your home yourself. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. I've actually helped a lot of for sale by owners get their homes sold. I'm just giving you a call to see how things are going.
They're going pretty good.
Okay.
We're getting a lot of calls and getting people to view it a lot on Zillow.
Okay.
So it's going pretty good.
That's awesome. So a lot of views. Are you doing an open house by chance this weekend, Saturday or Sunday?
No, I'm not.
Okay. Okay. When you do get the home sold, where will you be moving to?
We're going to move to Charlotte, North Carolina.
Nice. And you already working with an agent to get, a perfect place in Charlotte, or are you going to try to find one on your own there?
You know what? We haven't even thought that far ahead.
Okay. Maybe I could refer you to one of our great, partner agents in that area. I used to work in that area all the time and in another career. So I love the Charlotte area. I don't really love the traffic, but I do love that area.
Yeah. Okay, that sounds cool.
Let me ask you, as far as time frame, what are you thinking before the end of the year, before the election, or after the start of the year? What are you thinking there?
Yeah, we don't have like a time frame. I mean, we can, if it sells in 6 months, that's fine with us.
Okay, well that's good. That's kind of perfect. I like working with people like that as opposed to right now, or they're just all over the place. So it sounds like you got some time. So that's always good. Let me ask you, is the commission the main reason why you're selling it yourself?
Yeah, that's the main reason. We talked to a couple of realtor friends that we have, and they just let us know that the market is really hot. So we figured we'd do it ourselves.
Well, that's great. Your friends are telling you the truth. It is a very hot market. Let me ask you this. If I were to bring a buyer and we wrote a contract for your house, would you pay on the buy side?
Yeah, we would.
Okay, and what is that percentage? Do you know?
I think my friend told me it's cool to do anywhere between 2.4 and 2.5%.
Okay, that's very generous, and that's exactly what we normally see, in this area. Everything's negotiable. But if I could show you how I could net you more money, get your home sold, and get you to Charlotte quicker, would that be something you'd take a look at?
I don't know. I feel like, we got our friends and we didn't hire them. So, I mean, they've been basically telling us what to do. So I get what you're
absolutely.
saying.
So when you say friends, I assume you got a ton of friends in the real estate industry, as everyone does. How will you choose if you were to choose one of them and they're all friends? How are you going to make the choice there?
Honestly, I'd rather not choose any of them. That's why we've just been talking to multiple, and
yeah,
I kind of don't want to ruin that friendship. They seem like they get mad when I told them I didn't want to pay a commission.
Yeah. Well, that's a great train of thought. One other thought I had is to pop by and do. I know you're only on Zillow, but I'm also on a ton of other social media platforms. I could pop by, do a quick video of your place to get some extra eyes on it, and maybe bring a buyer to you that way. Would that be of some interest to you?
Well, I'm actually in the MLS as well. I paid a flat fee for one of my friends. So
Awesome.
yeah,
Yeah,
I
that's
did that. I tried to cover my bases without having to pay all that money.
Yep, yep, that's great. That was very smart. Putting it in the MLS is going to put a ton of eyes on it. And so have you had any showings just yet? I know you said you've had a ton of calls, but how about people actually coming to take a look at it in person?
Honestly, not really. Not really.
Okay. Well, as far as the video is concerned, do you think that would be of some benefit to put it on Instagram or Facebook? And when I speak of Facebook, I'm not just speaking of my personal page. I'm actually connected with over 250 local agents in a private Facebook group, and they work with tons of buyers. So, they would see it. I would try to boost that to get it to the top of the page where it's stuck around for a good while.
Okay. That actually sounds very interesting.
Okay.
So you're gonna
I've
bring a
got
buyer that way to me? You're just gonna do that and bring a buyer? Is that what you're doing?
the possibility is a lot greater when you do more things just in throwing in the MLS and Zillow. Those are both great steps that you've taken. But, as one of the top agents in the area, we do a number of things kind of behind the scenes that, the sellers and the buyers don't typically see. We network with other top agents in the areas, other top teams in our business mastermind meetings. We go around the room and we talk about unique properties. And I'm already a big fan of yours, so it's just little things like that that potentially gets yours in front of someone, in front of the serious buyer.
Okay.
Okay.
Sounds interesting.
Yeah. It'll only take about 15 minutes as well, so I mean it's kind of just in and out, taking a look at your place, chatting with you, and just being on my way. So I've got this afternoon available and tomorrow afternoon, but I am kind of booked up on Sunday.
Okay. Well, this afternoon doesn't work for me. I have a hair appointment. And
Um,
what about Saturday?
yep, Saturday, that's going to be great.
Okay. I'll let you come by Saturday and shoot your video and hope you can bring me a buyer.
That'll be awesome. I look forward to seeing you on Saturday. Thanks for your time this morning.
Okay. I was trying to be tougher.
It was Tommy, right? So you were like, I'm gonna bring it this morning.
Yeah, I was like, let me see if I can trick him up a little bit.
Yeah, you did a
I
great
actually
job.
heard that on someone else's role play where they had a friend that was an agent. They paid a flat fee and they got all their advice, and they ended up not listening with the friend.
Yeah, so here's the thing too. I mean, most of the time, if they're a flat fee, they have a listing agreement.
Yeah.
So we would have to be careful with that call, right? Because in a big way, we would be kind of violating another agent's listing agreement if we were trying to kind of snag it. It doesn't feel like it is a listing agreement though, because they're not really doing anything for them. So
Yeah.
you'd have to be careful on that one. That was when I was like, ooh,
I didn't hear all that part on there, but that makes sense. Cause I'm like, when she said flat fee, and I'm like, what flat fee? And I looked it up. I was like, oh, they just paid to put it in there, and they're not.
And here's
It
the
says
thing.
it said to contact the agent, the seller,
Yeah.
not the agent.
There's actually
Showing
some
and all
good
that.
debates around that too, because it doesn't necessarily reduce you of your fiduciary duty just because you're putting something in MLS and not negotiating. You're still the agent on file on it. But anyway, I digress. Any other feedback for Tommy?
Hey, quick question on that. With it being a limited service, they don't sign the exclusive buyer agency agreement, right? Wouldn't it be a different document?
You're right. I mean, they could sign, well, it depends on what they're signing. I mean, you're right. There's
Right.
different variations of it. If they're just doing an MLS entry for just a fee to put it in,
Yeah.
they could
That's
be
what they
signing
did it
something
for.
different. But there are some agents that are like, I'll just charge you a flat fee of, I don't know, $1,000.
Right.
But they still are signing that exclusive right to sell. They're
Okay.
just limiting their services. You probably just have to ask for a few more questions. I would just worry because it's like,
Yeah.
something's been signed with an agent. So I would need to clarify that. But good point, Adam. You're right. All right. Any other feedback for Tommy, guys?
Killed it.
I think he did a good job. He kept going no matter what I said, and he always had something to come back with.
I agree. Tommy's always in the pocket. He really is. He's very, very smooth. He doesn't get rattled at all.
I would cancel my agreement with my friend to work with Tommy.
I like the mention of the video too. I mean, as we always talk about, I love coming from that place of contribution. How can I help someone? All right, well, let me see if I can do a video. That way you just get to the door, right? So you can make a connection with someone. You'd have a much better shot of converting it that way too. So I feel like I'm talking a lot. Anybody got anything else for Tommy? All right, I guess we'll move on. See, Adam standing. Does that mean what I think it means?
This is my one a week for you guys.
All right, everybody. But I mean, notice, I love how Adam does this. He cranks his table up and he stands, you know, when he does that. I know Zach is probably standing too, and you'll see a little bit of a different change in, I don't know, kind of his energy. I like it. You know, Adam means business when he's cranking his table up.
Something like that.
Who wants to be Adam Seller? Are you going to do expired? Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
I'll be Adam Seller.
All right. Sounds good.
All right, let's do it.
All right.
Ring, ring.
Hello.
Hey, Mito, this is Adam Divin with Call Group Residential. How are you this morning?
I'm doing very well. Thanks for asking.
I'm glad to hear that. So I'm giving you a call today. I saw your house came off the market as an expired listing, and I'm just wondering, Mito, when do you plan on interviewing the right agent for the job of getting it sold this time?
You know, we actually decided to take a break for, a couple of weeks just to kind of sit down and think about what happened. Because we thought, I mean, we've got this in the bag and we're ready to move, but then all of a sudden, you actually, I don't know. I just don't know, man.
I know, absolutely. It sounds like you're a little bit frustrated. Talk to me about that process and kind of what that was like for you guys.
You know, the agent actually got us very excited when she came around and said, you guys are selling at the right time. And I said, yeah, awesome. I heard good news. My neighbor's house sold in 3 days. And I said, hey, can you make that happen? He said, yeah, definitely, I can do that. And definitely went to, it didn't happen. So that's for my wife is not happy about that. You know, I chose the first agent. She's like, she might have to take it over this time.
Well, sounds like that agent might have overpromised and underdelivered. Does that sound about right?
That's it, right there.
Unfortunately, we do see that a lot, Mito. So tell me, where were you guys headed if you had gotten it sold?
You know, we were moving to Hawaii.
Wow.
I got my new job is down there. So, I mean, there's COVID, working from home, but, this is not going to last forever. I'd rather be working from home from the new place, So, but right now it doesn't look like it's, Hawaii is close by because we cannot buy without selling.
Okay. And so Mito, tell me, in an ideal world, how soon would you guys be in Hawaii?
Oh, I would say like yesterday.
Well, it sounds like we need to sit down and have a meeting. Are you available this afternoon?
You sound like a great guy. I would like you to come over, but I need to really sit down with my wife, and we got to get on the same page first, because you don't want to come and just sit with me, and I tell you yes, and then you sit with my wife, and my wife said no. So I think it's best that let me talk to my wife first so that we can be on the same page. Is this your number? Is this your cell phone?
It is my cell phone number, and I would love for you guys to give me a call back once you've had a chance to sit down and kind of talk everything over. Before I let you go, though, what are you guys going to be expecting from your next agent?
Oh, I get this sold. I mean, we need that house. That's all. I mean, whatever the next agent is going to do, all I want to hear is it is sold. That's all.
Absolutely. So, Mito, I got to tell you, the house looks great. You guys are in a great area. I'm sure your agent told you all these things when she sat down with you and you guys listed it the first time. At this point, what we got to do is we got to figure out why it didn't sell. We need to sit down together. We need to game plan and figure out a way forward that's going to help you and your wife to get this home sold. And I'd love to be a part of that.
I would like you to, but you know what? I'll tell you, I just actually got 4 calls before you, and literally kind of said the same thing, you know. And you know, they want to be part of the, you know, I was like, sure. And I just tell them I'll talk to my wife, and they said sure, and they just let go. You know, so I would like you to be, but as I said, it's just better because you don't want to come to a place where I'm just the only one sitting down and my wife is not there, because she's pretty upset.
Well, I think that's why I need to be there to help kind of walk you guys through it. You know, unfortunately, we do work with a lot of people every year that have gone through the same thing that you guys have. And, you know, I think you need a guiding hand to help you guys kind of get through that process. When is she going to be available to sit down?
You know what? She's actually she's going to be home tomorrow. Not today. Tomorrow she's going to be home. And one thing she actually mentioned to me, she said, this new agent that we're going to hire, we're only paying them 3%. That's what she said. I mean, she literally, so I just want to let you know that. So if you're trying to get more than that, she's not going to go.
Well, I'll tell you what, Mito, why don't I make a note that that's the first thing that we discuss whenever we sit down together tomorrow night, and we can go over that.
You know what? You actually are the 6th person, and you're the one that keep going. You know what? I'm going to give you a chance. The others just gave up. So, yeah. Well, you know, she'll be home by 6, and I work from home anyway. So, we should be available after 6 o'clock.
Well, perfect. I'll put you guys on the schedule for 6. I'll send you guys over a little bit of information about our firm and how we do things differently. If you want to look it over, that way if you have any questions, we can go through it when I get there. But I look forward to sitting down with you guys and getting you to Hawaii.
All right. That's a good idea. Thank you. All right. Bye.
Perfect. Let's do it.
Good job. Oh my gosh.
I know. He makes me mad. He's so good.
And he's so calm too.
Yeah.
I mean, you gotta say yes to that. You know, it's just like, you know, you can't say no. It's just, you know, no matter what I did, it's just calm and just comes in. I'm like, all right, you know, we just gotta let go and, you know, let this guy help us.
Here's the thing too that I want everybody to kind of take a second to observe. Adam doesn't do a lot of talking.
Yep.
If you notice, like, he'll ask him questions and he's actually comfortable in silence. I think oftentimes as agents and salespeople, when we're kind of growing our skill, that we feel like we just want to fill the gaps, right? Or we'll give people a multiple choice way to get off the hook. And Adam will not do that. He'll just sit down, let it pause, and force people to kind of talk to him a little bit. But anyway, I think that's one gift he really has. He does not overtalk. He's very direct. He's simple, and he gets it done too. So I love it. What other feedback do you guys have for Adam? He's always like, I will say Adam is one person that's like, don't always just tell me the good stuff. What can I do better? Unfortunately, it's hard to find things to do.
I can't think of anything. I feel like he did a great job. I mean, I feel like everything that Mito said, I mean, he had something to come back for. It still kept his tone the same way, and you know, he didn't give up. And you know, I mean, if I could offer any other feedback, I'd say, be your ways.
I know.
Yeah.
I mean, he did not let the whole fact that the wife was the decision maker, but she was kind of tough. It was like, all right, well, let's figure out when her ass is going to be there. And that's when I'm going to meet her, you know? And so that did not rattle him or shake him at all. You asked for the appointment early because you felt like he was like, I'm ready to list my house. It's like, all right, well, let's skip the rest of the script. Let's
do this.
And sometimes it seems like, you know, they're not on the same page, but I mean, like the spouses, that was a good comeback with, hey, when will she be there?
Yeah.
And we'll come when she's there. So.
Well, I know Mito had this example this week, the same thing.
Yeah, that's why I used it to learn from it. So next time I can know what to do.
Good, really good, awesome. Okay, we've got time, I think, for one more. Anybody itching to go? Finishing up Friday.
Stephanie.
I can go
Go,
too.
Stephanie and James.
I love
We
it.
don't see talking all the time. Oh, and then Kevin. I see Kevin.
Hey, Kevin. Kevin's here.
I am here.
Good to see you.
All right, Kevin, are you going?
Oh, shoot, I should have unmuted.
I'll be your,
Well,
I'll
we
be your
heard you.
seller,
It was a
Kevin. I'll be nice.
To be honest, on our team, a lot of the calls I do are to prospective buyers. So I don't call FSBOs or expired very often. I actually never have.
Well, and I will tell you, Kevin, I was talking to Josh yesterday. I think that's something that we probably need to incorporate into these calls in the mornings too. So if you wanted to practice one of those, I think we'd all be incredibly open to that as well.
Oh, yeah.
I can be a buyer.
All right, my man.
Y'all putting people on the spot now. Damn, this is a team. I love it.
I want to learn the buyer script too. I mean, I do it all the time, but I need to learn more. So I would like to learn the way he talks to buyers.
Yeah,
I don't know how much you're gonna learn from me, but I'll give it a whirl with you.
that's
Yeah.
awesome. That's amazing. And I'll be your buyer if you want me to. I'll take it nice and easy and be a reasonable human. Which is unusual, right?
All right. Let's give it a whirl. Ring, ring.
Hello?
Hey, is this Pam?
Yes, it is.
Hey, Pam, my name is Kevin Gaiman. I'm calling from Sharon Evans' team at EXP. And hey, I know you were searching some homes in the area, checking out our website that we have. I wanted to see what got you interested in the market these days.
Oh, wow. Well, COVID has just been kind of interesting. I think we've been looking at our house and feeling like it's gotten small, with everybody working from home and doing school from home too. So, I just have been casually looking. We're not ready maybe to pull the trigger yet, but there's some interesting homes.
I can understand that. I mean, I just bought and I still look at homes in the area. And I can also understand working from home, you need some more space. Say I drop the perfect home in your hands right now. Would that be enough to get you moving, or are you looking at some other constraints in your home search?
I mean, I don't think we have necessarily any constraints. So, I think it's just timelines. I mean, we'd have to sell our house. And so I think we're not exactly maybe ready to pull that trigger, but,
Sure.
I'm certainly kind of interested maybe in the next year of doing something, especially if COVID continues to kind of keep us at home. We've got one small home office, and with both of us working from home, is just not enough. The house is just not designed in a great way to do that. And then our kids have kind of taken over the bonus room because they're both doing virtual learning there too. So I think that's kind of where our struggle feels like on a day-to-day basis.
Absolutely. Would you want to stay in the same area? Where are you living at right now?
Yeah, I mean, we like the area that we're in, but our kids have gotten older, and so actually a yard is less of a need than it used to be when they were younger. We used to live in the North Hills area, and I loved it there. So if I could maybe get a little bit closer into 440, between 440 and 540, that would probably be ideal.
Awesome. Well, that's a great area. I've taken buyers through there recently. There's a lot of great options there. One thing I would ask, I mean, have you even started looking to finances at all? Whether you'd be prepared to make a move right now, or really just looking on the internet?
We're just really looking at on the internet. I mean, I've really just kind of started playing around. So I haven't talked to a lender. I hear the market is so hot, but I'm also a little bit afraid that if we sell our house, and I think it'd sell pretty quick, is there something out there that would motivate me to really want to make that change. So
Right.
yeah, I think we're just early in our process.
Very good. Very good. Let's see here. Anything else about a new house that, I mean, besides office space that you're looking for yourself and maybe some extra space for the kids, anything else that would be interesting outside of those two options?
I really want an updated kitchen. Our kitchen is fine now, but it needs a few updates. And, you know, to be honest with you, I don't want to get a house that's a project. In that phase of my life where I work, my kids are older, and I just want to be able to get into a house and everything is pretty well done. It doesn't have to be new construction. I'm not going to tear up a bathroom or a kitchen right now. So that would definitely be important to me.
Gotcha. Well, let me ask you this. If I put in legwork and let you keep casually searching, would you be open to possibly getting some information from me where, you know, I can send you some specific homes in your search criteria that can help you out? And maybe show you a few things that you haven't seen before. We have access to coming soon properties and some things that are really fresh and not quite on the MLS yet. So would that be something you're interested in?
Yeah, I mean, I'd certainly be curious to see some things that are coming soon. It doesn't seem like there's a lot of new properties every week. And so, you know, I'll go on and there may be a handful and I'll look at them like, you know, it's okay. It doesn't motivate me to really move. So yeah, if you had something that was coming soon, I'd certainly be interested in taking a look at that.
Well, I'll tell you what, one reason you might be experiencing that is because homes are going so quickly right now.
Yeah.
So if you take a few days off looking, one may have come on the market and already sold. So that's one reason I love to get in front of you and help you out a little bit with getting some properties in front of you. So would you be open for maybe a Zoom consultation later this week that we could get on the phone? I could walk you through our process and kind of tell you how we do things.
Yeah, I mean, we'd probably be interested in that. It's been a while since we've bought a home too, so I'm a little rusty on things, and you know, I would be curious to hear about more about this coming soon properties and how you guys deal, because I am a little worried about how do you coordinate a sell and a buy, and you know, we cannot be displaced, and I do not want to go to a rental for a short period of time.
Absolutely.
So yeah.
No, we totally understand that. We have a lot of experience on our team, and we're really skilled at selling homes. We definitely invest in a lot of advertising to get your home out there and in front of a lot of people's eyes, just like yours, to get it sold. And then on the buy side, because we have such a vast network that we work with, we really have access to a lot of properties that can fit almost anyone's criteria. So I can go over all of that with you. How about Saturday afternoon? Does that work for you?
Yeah, great. My husband will be available then too. So, so yeah, that sounds good.
All right, perfect. I'll shoot over some details. We'll do Saturday afternoon around 1 o'clock, and I'll meet with you then.
All right, that sounds great.
Thanks so much.
Thank you. Hell yeah, Kevin.
Holy nerve-wracker.
That was great.
Thank you.
Yeah, that was awesome.
I wrote
That's how I
that.
felt my first time.
Nice sense of relief now. Yeah. Hey, you can call anybody now.
Yeah, right. Well, I have called people. Like Zach said, it's easier to call other people
I know.
than talk to you guys.
You did great. You had some great questions. I think that was the first thing I said. Great questions, good pace. You don't overtalk over people. I love the nugget of coming soon properties because that is a valuable piece that a lot of folks just don't have access to. So that's wonderful.
Right.
You know, I think as you get more experience doing some of this, asking some more follow-up questions there too. But I think you're probably just trying to think like, oh shit, what's the next question I should ask?
Every time. Once
you, I think, get more dialogue and it's just more conversational, then some of that will feel better. One phrase that I use a ton, especially when trying to think of kind of what's next, was, well, tell me a little bit more about that. You know, that sounds kind of interesting. Get someone to expand and just start talking a little bit more. And then usually they'll say something and it's just like, oh yeah, well, the next logical follow-up question of that would be this. But I like the questions that you had. I thought they were very good.
Gotcha.
I think you just were probably looking to just extract a little bit more and perhaps build just a smidge more rapport with me.
Okay.
Kevin, you did an awesome job the night that we were.
Yeah,
Can y'all hear me?
I can.
yeah.
Kevin did an awesome job the night that we did had that call party.
Yes.
You know, when he was so natural on the phone and was
Yeah.
making conversation with everyone. I couldn't believe it.
Well,
I
you know,
appreciate it. Thank
you
you.
can just tell with your pace, like you're very similar to like Adam and Tommy, right? You're just you calm people down, and it's just an easy, natural flow. So use that, buddy. That's awesome.
I
Appreciate it.
couldn't believe the amount of people you got on the phone. You did awesome.
Yeah.
It's just different role playing over, you know, with our colleagues, with our, you know.
All right. So now we know we're either going to see a lot of Kevin, and we'll hopefully hear more from him, or we'll never see him again.
Thanks, man.
All right, guys. Well, it's 8:35. So let's log out. Let's make some phone calls. And more importantly, let's make some appointments. If you guys need anything, let me know. Y'all have a rocking weekend. And thanks so much for joining. This was a great session. And I appreciate everybody's, you know, hopping in and doing some role play. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Pam.
Thank you.
All right. Have a good weekend, guys.
Thanks. I know. You too.